Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot now.
Hey everyone, Wednesday night. Welcome back to Trackside with Kokpit. Brought to you by GARAGE16. Big smiles on a Wednesday. Books and Kins here to keep you entertained for the next hour. Good evening, mate.
How are you, man? Yeah, bloody hell! What a day! What a weekend we got coming, man. It's so pumped, man. It's going to be the North Island. Like I was saying off here with you before, I'm quite excited to see the reaction of these Aussie kids that we spoke to last night. They see these bloody big boy supers go into turn one at Rotorua, man, and then go round the back straight and into turn 3 and 4. I mean, that first lap, it doesn't get much exciting than that, does it, mate?
No, exactly. 80 plus cars coming to Rotorua, TWS, Paradise Valley Speedway, and it's like reliving the 240s all over again. This is the official last big Superstock individual title, as some would say, because you still got teams nationals for those who'll do teams coming up in Auckland. You got a couple other events around the country as well, but this is like the major one of the last official biggie. And we were going to catch up with Samuel Ashton, but he's got another appointment tonight, unfortunately. But Sam will do the live build-up with us on Friday. So you'll get to know what's happening at the track, the prep behind the scenes. Just realizing Sam's a busy man with the mini stock series, as the kids alluded to and thanked him, and many others. It was great to catch up with the Kiwi kids and the Aussie kids. I'm like you, mate. I can't wait for this Friday, Saturday, but I'm also looking forward to the reaction on the faces of those Aussie kids, their families, their ones that are with them supporting as well. Look, they're at Waihi Beach, and no doubt they went to Waihi today because part of the beach shop, all the classic cars ended up over there, about 700 classic cars. You would have been loving it there, Books, if you were there. With rock and roll.
I had to be wearing a nappy, I think.
But a huge crowd.
Because, man, I would have been overexcited seeing all those old girls and classics going around Waihi for beach hop and stuff, mate. I should have been there. Mate, I was supposed to be there this year, remember? I was supposed to go and park up and sit at Horse's house and then go through. But, yeah, mate, it's been a long season so far for us. So it was something like I just needed to have that little bit of a break and take the pressure off, I suppose. But 1 year I'll get to beach hop, mate, and but hey, listen, let's start getting into a few things, I suppose. My first thing that we want to talk about is, as you can see there, a new logo there, cal.sensi.co.nz. New sponsor come on board with our racing side of things for the series, the modified series. So they do all sorts. It's mostly they do say there's some things for men, but it's mostly for the wives and the women out there, mate. So listen, if you just go and click on their page, it's kale.century. It's right there in front of us. Go click on it and go have a look at what they do. Show your wives. There's some good presents. There's some good kid stuff there with they got Marvel stuff kins, like the Marvel figure stuff. There's all sorts of stuff that blew my mind actually. And we're going to have some prize packs to give away of that soon too. So they're going to send me some prize packs to give away, Kins, which is pretty cool, man. And basically where I'm heading with this, talking about our sponsor, of course, we've had FCS Limited, which has been helping us for the last 12 months plus. Dwayne Sparky's been with us for a very long time, and I just saw Samuel Ashton pop in, bro. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. He can join us now.
Yeah.
It just has to wait for a sec. Carol, your sponsors.
And GARAGE16, of course, you hear us talk about them all the time. I mean, Aaron at GARAGE16, man, what an absolute legend in the support he's given us here at Kokpit over the years. Yeah.
Can I just really interrupt you? And while you're talking about Aaron Lewis, Brad Wright. Brad Wright just wants to say a special, massive thank you to Aaron because Brad run something when we raced on Woodford Glen a little while back. It's taken a little while for him to get his prizes. It actually arrived. But not just a prize pack that Brad won online in our series. There is a whole heap of stuff that's arrived. Face masks like we wear at the modifieds, T-shirts, hoodies, and just so much more. So Brad, Brad Wright just wants to say a massive thank you for those above and extras that you sent through. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks, Aaron.
That's awesome, man. Aaron's a legend. But my point behind this, talking about our sponsors, is sponsors overall, you know, we love our sport and we go and watch it, and we go to things like the Hamilton Asphalt, North Island spot, you know, the Huntley International, Repco, whatever, you know, Repco Huntley supports the Huntley track. You got TWS with Rotorua, you got Robinson Prestige with Palmerston North, you've got different ones all around the country. And we seem to forget about these sponsors and how much importance they have in our sport, you know, to supporting tracks, to being on cars, helping drivers out, and they do so much. So listen, my thought for you today is, if you see a sponsor on a car and you think, should I use that? Well, go and use that place, because they're supporting Speedway, and without them, most of those guys wouldn't be on the track, Kins, you know, to race in front of us, because they need that as well. And then these big events that get put on, that's, you know, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars to put an event on. You know, it's not cheap. And without the sponsors, it just can't be done. So just, yeah, get out there and support all the sponsors that support everybody in our sport. I think they get forgotten about, and they're just as important as anybody else in the sport that we love, Kins.
I tell you what's one of the biggest ones, and that year, actually you hit it right on the target there, Books, is the big celebrity one that we finally got up and going after many years. Steve Williams put a lot into it. That was one of the biggest we've been part of, $120,000 raised for Ronald McDonald and, of course, Starship. When you take a look at their program, you'll exactly know what Book is talking about, because it's just not motorsport connections through Steve. There is golf companies. There is just so much of sponsors in that program, because that was a huge event. Is those celebrity drivers, they don't come cheap. Borrowing cars don't come cheap, and everything around that. So that's just one event that I'm talking about here as well. There are many big events up and down our country where sponsors are a massive input financially. Yes, they get a bit of name recognition, but like you're saying, let's get out there and support them. Sponsors on the vehicles. We had the kids on last night. Without sponsors, some of these things just don't happen, you know, and credit to sponsors. They stick around, they hang in there. I know drivers, in fact, who've had a sponsor been there for 20 plus years, and they wouldn't be able to race. One of those is Rodney Wood we spoke about. I think the Makatu chicken farm and all this type of thing.
And the Hessels, and you got Pollux. I mean, Pollux do a whole team. You know, and have done for a very long time, the Busters, you know. So these things, we've got to remember about them. I think we forget about them sometimes, and we need to sort of remember these guys that put the hard yards in for us, eh?
Well, the guy we're going to catch you, Blair Uhlenberg Haulage. We'll talk about the investment from a sponsor like that. I remember, and we talk about, we're going to show delivery of the car. It's got it on their Uhlenberg Haulage. They've been doing this stuff for years, and it's not just Superstocks too. They're associated with many other cars within the sport, and it's just the love and the passion that everyone out there that can obviously able to do it, throw their name out there, and hey, it's just recognition to all sponsors. Every single track out there, whether at big tracks, small tracks, grassroots tracks, you can't do it without it. Every single driver. We don't care what you drive, without your sponsors, you just don't have that time to get out on the track. And hey, it's tough these days. Financially, it's been bloody tough.
So yeah, that was just me. I just wanted to give a shout out to all those that give us the support in this sport, you know, and we get our drivers talk about their sponsors all the time. So it's just a little plug for them, and some of the ones that are backing the tracks as well, you know, because they do a huge job as well, mate, you know. So yeah. Well done to all of you out there. If you're watching, you're part of a sponsorship. Well done. Big ups to you, and thank you for your support in our sport, basically.
Even with our online side of things, you remember, Booker, when I drove a Super Saloon, I had a special sponsor on the OnlyFans. But, you know, you didn't know who that was.
And you grew a mullet, for street stocks. Anyway, another thing I want to mention quickly before we bring Samuel Ashton in, because he has turned up from Rotorua Speedway. I think it's great that in this times that we're at now, money is tight, people are struggling, but Miani have taken an initiative and gone, you buy your tickets for Easter weekend online and you get 2 nights racing for $40. If you buy it singly, it's $25 a night. But pre-buy your tickets. You get it 2 nights racing for $40. Now that's affordable racing, mate, and that's 2 championships. You know.
You're saving $10, mate. Saving $10 straight away.
And $10, what? That's a chip at Speedway. But half a bottle of water at Speedway, $10. No, only kidding. But yeah, I'd just like to say from Yanni, I think that's big ups to them for taking that initiative. Because I was talking to Regan today, and he said we just know people are struggling, so we want to try and help them out, and I think that's great. It's not a big championship meeting and everything, but it's going to be 2 big meetings at Easter. Like every Easter meeting around the country is huge. Rotorua's Easter meeting's legendary as well. So, but I just think it's great how they've done that. So I just thought I'd give them a special mention, Kins, for that as well. So,
all right, okay, let's catch up with our first guest. He won the big race down there, the Stampede in Nelson. We'll bring in Blair Uhlenberg.
Oh, you're not going to bring in Sam first, though? Sam later.
We'll catch up with Sam. We'll stick to whole rotor after we've done Blair.
Yeah, after we've done Blair.
We'll give Blair the limelight. He's just finished dinner. Hey, mate.
How's it going?
Yes, it is, mate. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good, eh?
Man, you look bloody buggered inside.
Yeah, hard day at work.
Pretty laid back. Hey, congratulations on what you achieved down in Nelson, mate. Already got the heads up on that track. We all know the Superstock chance is going to be down there in 2025, mate. How was the big Stampede for you?
Yeah, it was obviously pretty good by the end of the weekend. Probably struggled a bit on Friday, and yeah, got it sorted for the last heat on Friday, and then obviously Saturday went well as well.
All right, mate. There's the photo. That
Look at that.
Shows.
Now that livery, what inspired that, Blair, to have that livery put on? Because you did that first full Battle of the Stocks, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just thought, having a number, you probably have to kind of do another kit after the New Zealand's, and that one was it's obviously the same as Dad and Uncle Daryl's cars back in the day, and Dad had a number with it, so I thought now's the time to do it, and it was kind of, I don't know, not easy, but one of the easiest schemes to do, because it's obviously just, 2-tone paint job, and then just all the sponsors, no wrap or any of the kind of hard stickers like it is now.
Yeah, Dad's one was what, 3 NZ back in the day. Obviously, you got the 2 NZ, but prior to that, Dad would have been 76S. Uncle Daryl would have been 85S from memory. And I remember we went to the Blackford wide body once upon a time. And mate, I used to love watching those two cars. Yeah, I love 1993 from memory. I'm not too sure. I had to kind of work that one out in my head. But yeah, I remember this deliveries. I used to love watching the Uhlenbergs travel. They used to have the truck booker, the old truck back in the day. You know,
the big one. I remember all that too, bro. Did you get a few comments about that livery, bro? Like that? I mean, the first kid said to me, he messaged me, he goes, bro, have you seen this? And then I was like, wow, this is cool as, like, did you get a few head turners and comments on it?
Yeah, probably got more than any of the other any of the other kits that I've done, so that was pretty cool, and probably majority was from the, not being rude, but the older generation, and
us old buggers.
Dad and Uncle Daryl used to race it.
You can say us old buggers, bro.
It was pretty cool to get that reception with it down south, so yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
I seen another photo floating around on it, parked up against the wall there. And at first it took me by surprise. I thought, shit, has he got a bloody model of it? Because it's got black rims on it. And I thought, is that a toy model? But it looked like a bloody toy. I'll have to look, but I'll find that photo soon.
It certainly
wasn't. That was before it got the white wheels.
Oh, okay. Should look bloody cool, mate. So racing overall, obviously we all know Nelson's a very, very fast track, and mate, Friday overall was pretty tough. Obviously, huge cars down, a huge turnout from up and down the country, which is great for Nelson, eh?
Yeah, no, it was cool. I'm not sure exactly how many North Island cars, but there was a good amount, so that was good that people made the effort to go down and support that event, and yeah, there was a good amount of South Island cars too, which was good.
So going into Saturday, was a bloody big one, eh? Big finals and into it, mate.
Yeah, that last race kind of panned out, obviously good for me. I was kind of battling with Dale, and then seeing what happened up ahead, and yeah, just all unfolded from there.
Mate, you've done it again, eh? The New Zealand's at Miami. You done it there. You snuck through, got the 2NZ, and you bloody done it again in Nelson, eh?
Yeah, just kind of snaking around and having it fall my way as of late, which is good. But yeah, hopefully we have the same this weekend.
Yeah. Well, this weekend you're going to be coming up for the North Islands.
Yep, we're coming up.
What's after that, mate? What's happening after the Rotas? Anything? What's on the agenda? Because before you know it, the season's over, eh?
Yeah, we're just working out if we're going to go to Miami or not for Easter. We've been over a few times for Easter over there, and it's always good. So planning to come back, and then it'll be good to get back there with the number on there, and then I think got a wedding on the 6th, so can't race that weekend, and then we'll just go from there and see who's racing and what tracks are running.
You get a chance at 2 championships, don't you, with the Miami Easter weekend? Because the Friday night's a separate championship to the Saturday night. So
yeah, it's kind of good. Gives you 2 opportunities. If you muck the first one up, you get another go the next night.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, the luck you're having lately, you'll be top contender there, I think. The track obviously suits you, and you're on showing some awesome form lately, mate.
Yeah, I've always liked Miami. I don't know what it is, but I always seem to go good there and have a good run, which is good. So yeah.
Mate, love the stickers, love all the merch and everything that's out there. You got your posters out there, pretty cool, eh? The fans love that stuff.
Yeah, no, it was cool down south. Kind of got rid of a lot of posters and stickers, and yeah, got it out there. And I've seen heaps of merch around, which is cool because obviously Merch Pro does it all. So I don't know who's buying it or who's getting it, but yeah, I've seen a bit of it around, which is pretty cool.
So how does that make you feel? You're walking through the pits and suddenly you see, because like you say, you don't know what's going out there, and suddenly you see someone walking past with your merch on. It must make you, what's your feeling when you see that? It must be pretty proud.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, we went out for breakfast on Sunday, and some random was wearing it where we went for breakfast, which was pretty crack up.
That's cool as, eh?
Did they realise who you were? Oh, I don't think he seen me, to be honest. We were kind of hiding in the booth, and then, yeah, just walked past.
Makes you feel cool, eh, though, eh? You know, you think, yeah, that's pretty cool, all right.
I think it's cool how the fans now get behind the merch and they all buy it, you know. That's real cool, because that's another way of supporting the driver, isn't it, you know? So I think it's awesome. Yeah, very cool.
All right, bro. Well, hey, congrats once again on Nelson. You got a bit of a feel for that track now, and you know the big event's coming up early next year in 25. And hey, you get to take the 2NZ down there. Enjoy the weekend ahead, mate. Thanks for coming out to join us and have a bit of a chat. I know it was last minute. I know you just finished your din-dins and you can go out and rest up now, mate.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you.
Sweet as, Blair. Cheers, bro.
Blair. See you right around, mate. Oh. I was going to know I was doing it, kids. If you're going to do it, I was going to do it.
He's a happy young man, eh?
Mate, but that livery, bro, that's cool as, man. Imagine if they all started doing that, bringing back their old school liveries of the past, of their families and stuff, or their favourite drivers back in the day. I mean, shit, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Imagine seeing that on the track. Far out.
If there was one for you, Books, honestly, I'll ask you now, and we could ask the viewers as well to type in a comment. If there was a favourite livery they would love to come back, don't say Dave Evans, mate, because I know you're going to say that. Is there anyone else? Okay, you'll have Dave Evans. Love to see a Dave Evans car out there.
Yeah, I mean, like all those cars. I mean, that's because that's who I watched and liked and idolised. But there's been a few old school liveries back in the, you know, there's so many that, like, I see them sometimes on when the classics come out, you know, and it brings back your memories. But you know how, you know how supercars do a livery, an old school
retro
round,
retro round.
Retro round. Wouldn't it be cool to do a retro round in Speedway? I mean, it's probably a bit costly, but wouldn't that be cool if you could get some sponsors on board and have someone on board a track somewhere and say, here's our retro round, and that's the retro round championship meeting or something somewhere, and boom, it's done. You know, how freaking, I mean, the people out there, what do you people out there think? What about that? I knew Brad was going to save a 2P lol from Palmy. He loved that car. But yeah, you know, like, what do people reckon? What do they reckon about a retro round? How cool would that be?
Oh, right, that would be so cool. I don't know what I would love to see out there. I've got so many classic cars that I've loved over the years gone by, and
Even modifieds.
just everything. Like I remember when young Sam Waddell brought out the cruise car that his dad drove back in the day. In the Super Saloon. What was that flying past you?
Did you see it? Big bug. That's right. I got my weapon, mate. I'm ready. Oh, shit.
Try it quickly.
Oh, Sam's here.
Hey, Sam.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, mate.
Good, mate. Mate, more to the question, how are you? Because you've been pretty busy. You have never not stopped since Speedway bloody season started.
No, yeah, we're good. We're good now. We've had a couple of days, been busy working this week, but I had a couple of days off last week with the New Zealand mini stock team. Got to go out and do some activities with them, like they were saying last night on your interviews. I went to the luge with them and chilled out for a couple of days because I knew how hectic this week was going to be.
Yeah, let's talk about this week, mate. It's just about kind of the 240s all over again, isn't it? You got 80 odd super stocks there. The Aussie mini stock drivers, I want to stand near them to see what their reaction is. But it's going to be a big night Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty big. I think we're down to 79 cars, I think, now. We've lost a few today, just due to work commitments and stuff like that, which is totally understandable. So, but big ups to the ones that are committed to come this weekend. It's quite late in the season, but big ups to them, the true speedway drivers, committing to do the major event this weekend. So, big ups to them.
Mate, North Island Superstocks, Hamilton Ashcroft, without the sponsorship, you can't do this stuff. But we know Rotorua is a Superstock stock car track. Many years of success, obviously, with many events held there as well. I'm guessing the drivers, when we asked the drivers, Booker and I, 99.9% of them say their favourite track's Rotorua, especially Superstock drivers, stock car drivers, They just want to come back and do one big, massive meeting there before the season comes to an end.
Yeah, that's it. This is what people say, the Coliseum of Speedway. The Superstock drivers show up in numbers. On a club night, we're close to 30 cars on a club night now on a Friday afternoon or Friday evening. So, which is pretty cool. And then you touched on earlier, the Hamilton Ashcrofts, Lance Shoes from there. He's decided to jump on board this year. I don't know if the name rings a bell to you guys, but he was actually one of the celebrity drivers that we had at the challenge. Lance Shoes was. Again, he was here with the challenge, and then he decided that he'd like to jump on board and sponsor. And here we are today. He's the naming right sponsor for the North Islands this weekend.
Let's quickly touch on sponsors, because that's what Booker mentioned earlier in the piece, acknowledging these sponsors around every track, sponsors that are on tracks around with signage, also associated with every single class, all of it. A huge investment by many sponsors up and down the country that's involved with Speedway.
Yes, we have. I can't remember how many sponsors we have. We had over 100 sponsors in this club. they all chip in and help out. Even if it's they give us $100 here, and then they give us, like Paul Vasey's jumped on board late this evening about sponsoring the stock cars this weekend and giving up a wowder for the winner of that. So now we're going to do a stock car shootout. And Vasey just rang me this afternoon and we got talking, and he goes, "Oh look, I'll sponsor the stock cars. Here's a wowder for them." Okay, and it's just like that. They're so generous these days, and money is tight, and even if it's not money, sponsors give up product. Repco at Huntley, they give out lots of Repco product last week for the future of Speedway at Huntley. And that stuff goes a long way as well.
Oh mate, and Vasey's. I mean, that guy gives so much back to the sport. He supports our charity events, everything. I mean, the guy is quick to jump on board with everything. He just loves promoting our sport. And we forget about this, a lot about the sponsors, how much they give. Like you said, Repco Huntley. Oh, Mike, he does awesome. He's fantastic. I just think it's a good time to start thinking the sponsors out there all around this country that are stepping up, to be honest.
Well, we've got a guy in Rotorua, that John White from the tool shed here. He donated all the gear that we gave away to all the mini stock drivers at MIP this year, and that wasn't cheap. That's a couple of $1,000s worth of product he gave away. And, there we go. More stuff given away. They dig deep when it comes to stuff like that, especially for the kids.
Yeah, 100%. When you take a look at these generosity of the drivers, some of them, they give so much. People just have to realize there's some of them out there that have to race, so they've got to do their car. That comes with expenses. Some of them might even have, kids that race mini stocks, there's that added expense. Then there's all the traveling that coincides with it all. So the generosity that some of these people dig deep into their business or their pocket and help out, mate, go and thank them. You know, when you see some of them and you know some of them, shake them a hand. Even better, buy them a hot dog or something. But yeah, just realize that there is so much that people give to the sport. And I always say it, the Speedway family is massive. And the support that you see from these drivers, if they're looking for spare parts to get their car back on the track, everyone will kind of dig around in their trailer to make sure, eh? So it goes beyond that. It goes to the drivers, the families, and it's unbelievable, mate. I just can't say enough about it.
So this week...
and we
Go, Sam.
go Booker.
You go, mate. Always let the guest
You know,
speak
like-
first.
Yeah, we've got, you know, the sponsors, we can't let them go unnoticed. You know, they are the reason why our sport is still where it is today and still continuing. You look at our sponsors for our second tier and third tier this weekend. You know, second tier sponsored by TWS. You know, that name is quite, you know, famous when it comes to speedway. It's associated with a lot of cars, a lot of drivers, a lot of tracks, a lot of events. You know, and our second and third tier is sponsored by Drift Carts and Rotary. You know, and Nick sponsors the club here. Real well, he sponsors the Rebels. You know, and he's been a good time partner for the club for some time now.
I don't know about TWS though, mate. That guy keeps shoving me in the pits.
Yeah.
He keeps shoving me and running away.
You know, you touched on that with people that support everything. It's just unreal, and yeah, I can't believe it. You know, so yeah, I reckon it's just so cool because people go just out of the way to support whoever out there, and it's just so cool, mate. Mini stocks, you know, how's that been so far with the New Zealand team behind the scenes, seeing these young ones, especially in rotors, just enjoying the fun of all the events there and the rides? Make me bloody jealous to listen to them having all those rides and fun, mate.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much been a relaxing time for me. Even though I was still organising a lot of things, I still got to experience or go out and have a couple of days off, you know, with them and go to the luge, go drift karting, go off-road New Zealand, go zorbing. It's just days for me to get out of pretty much the office and, you know, chill out. And those Aussie kids, they aren't scared of doing nothing though. They love anything. Like they had I think it was a 44-meter drop or something out of midair in Velocity Valley into a net, you know, and they were all like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, you know, you will never see me do that. You know,
Hey, just one other thing before we let you go, Sam. I don't think we've caught up with you for a while, but just congratulations for yourself, Tony, and the Rascals team on what you achieved as well up there at the New Zealand Stock Car teams. I don't think we've actually caught up with you for some time. Mate, you were pumped, and we were talking to you. I was talking to you in the pits on the Saturday. You were very amped. Did you ever get those bloody tattoos on your leg in the end to make sure you got the right heights?
Yeah. Oh, I can't give out my little secrets there, but may not off.
Congrats, though, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, it was a really good weekend. You know, big ups to Tony as stepping up as manager this year. I kind of stepped back to do the assistant to give him a bit of a hand. You know, like I didn't want to give it away because I enjoyed doing the manager's role. And you know, a lot of teams and a lot of people pretty much counted us out once we lost Keegan Orr during the week. You know, with his engine blowing up at Gisborne, but you know, we had a strong team member, Dion Henderson, come back to Rotorua, you know, and he put his hand up and he said, yep, let's go, you know, and it just brought the morale back up. We were all pretty, you know, gutted that, you know, we've just lost a driver 48 hours out from an event. What are we going to do? And he comes Dion and everything just fell into line, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
We had some bad luck heading up to Auckland. We got stuck in car crashes. We got stuck in anything possible. And then leaving the workshop on Saturday from Vasey, we had a trailer axle snap in half, and so we were down the car, and we weren't too sure if we were going to get the car to the track. And then, but once we got to the track and the cars were on the dirt, everything fell into place, which was, you know, and it was awesome. And you know, it was 10 years since we last won the event, pretty much to the day. You know, 10 years since to the day we last won it, and it was. Did you get it yet, Booker?
It's a big off, bro.
You know, and it was, you know, it was pretty much a 10 years for everything. Like 10 years since we last hosted, it was 10 years, not to the day, but it was a 10-year anniversary of that passing of Ray Channing. We had his wing out on display, and it was Ray watching down on us against Gisborne. You know, like hard luck to Gisborne. Like it, you know, we come down to the wire, but you got to keep racing until that checker flag drops, and once it drops, the race is over, and whoever goes under the line first is, you know, the race winner.
Yeah, exactly.
It fell, you know. it was. I was looking at the first race going, oh no, that's our weekend done, and then a blink of an eye, and all of a sudden Dion's carrying the checker flag, which was awesome.
Yeah, mate. Well, hey, that's another event you're going to have to be part of to organise, obviously, hosting the New Zealand stock car teams at your track. And I tell you what, it's going to be another big crowd. And as it was, and hey, it was just good to see them out there. Even the Bay Park team, just to scramble a team together there, to get a team out there. Everyone jumped out. You had the Wanganui team up there as well. The Vulcans are in with it. And the way Wanganui's been tracking this season, they're up there as well. It was just so bloody cool. Then you had, of course, your Wellington Young Guns. Old Alan was blasting the music and dancing on the track with his boys. It was fun, mate. It was bloody good fun.
It was an awesome weekend. So now they've set the standards quite high. So now I've got to try and, beat that here next year. And the planning's going well for it. Touching on the sponsors, we've had 4 or 5 companies reach out and want to be naming right sponsors for it already. So,
cool.
But yeah, the planning for that's going quite well. I can't release the dates just yet. Waiting on confirmation, but it's going to be a big weekend, and but next weekend's just as big as this weekend. Our Easter meeting, like Booker touched on it before, it's quite big in the valley, and I'm going to put it out there now that I think everybody should come along next weekend, because this will be the last time you see the track as it is today.
Yes,
yes.
But the new thing, yeah, of course.
The building I'm currently sitting in is going to be demolished on the 8th of April.
Oh, that's where you are. I was trying to figure out that. I thought that looks familiar.
Yeah. So
this weekend though, Sammy, how many cars go through from each group? What's our format for this weekend?
Top 6 go through, and 2 from a repecharge on the Saturday afternoon.
Oh, very cool.
And then a 26-car final for the the Hamilton Ashfields North Islands. 26 for the top or tier 2. And then whatever is left, we're going to throw into tier 3. So they're all running in tiers, and which is pretty cool. There's no consolations or anything like that. And each tier's got trophies and sashes. And I've just seen the North Island 1st, 2nd, and 3rd trophies, and I kind of want to steal it now and put it in my living room, but I can't.
Okay. Mate, Sammy, thanks for joining us. I knew you had other priorities tonight as well. We appreciate you jumping in to have a chat. We look forward to catching up with you on Friday and starting the show as part of the build-up on Friday. The Pits Media doing the live stream, and Jace will be looking forward to that, no doubt.
Sure, he sure is. And, big thanks to Jace for coming up and helping out this weekend with the live stream. There it is. He's going to live stream it. The Australians are chomping at the bit already to try and get the live stream. They've asked if they could buy it now, and I said, no, you've got to wait for the link to come out. And and then the Australians are getting right behind it. They were here on a club night a couple of weeks ago, and they just couldn't get over the Superstocks. All they felt was, that is cool. And I took a couple of them out on the infield, and I got to watch it from the infield, and their jaws dropped, and they couldn't say anything. They were speechless. So they're in for a treat this weekend.
Oh, exactly. There we go. And that's sick. Look, that's sick.
Gonna have some fish and chips after this.
Ooh, look at that 7. There's 7 and 11.
Us on Sunday, kids.
Oh, it's all good. Hey, we'll have some fish and chips with them. Sammy, mate, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Take care, and we'll catch you on Friday, yeah?
Yeah, thank you, guys, and I'll see you on Friday.
See you, Sammy. I'll give you a ring tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
See ya.
Awesome. Well, there we go.
All right. Let's see if it's
there
working.
We go. Straight into it. Old Hamish. See ya, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. Yourselves?
Oh, pretty good, mate.
You all excited for the weekend? Building up to the big event at Rotorua?
Yeah, pretty pumped, eh? The cars are just about ready to go. A few little things to finish tomorrow night and load up, but yeah, pretty much good to go, eh?
What's been happening race-wise since we last caught up with you, mate? I think we last caught up might have been the build-up for Army or something like teams. Yeah. What's been happening since then?
Yeah, it would have been the build-up for teams. I think I've only really just had a 3 meetings at home, I think, since then. I was hoping to go down to Wanganui last Friday, but that meeting obviously got cancelled. So, yeah, no, just a few meetings at home since.
Oh, cool, Les. And travelling up to bloody Rotorua once again, eh? And hey, how was 240s for you from memory? How did 240s go?
No, I never went to 240s, actually, usually just because that's sort of a couple of weeks after New Zealand's, and then a week or so before teams as well. I usually just take a break and do a bit of a prep for teams and get the car ready and whatnot.
Okay, so You raced the Rotus this season so far?
Yep. Yeah, I went over to the charity thing in December.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a good qualifying night there, but first race of the finals, I didn't quite make a lap and got a whole lot of damage. So yeah, not a lot of luck over there in finals so far, but see how this weekend goes.
All right, so that's the groups. You're actually in the green group, mate. So you got 3NZ in there with you.
Yep. Yeah, no, there's always good cars in every group, eh? It's just luck of the draw and make sure you don't get caught up on any crap on the track, really.
They look pretty even, the groups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. So what's the plan? Just kind of let them all rush into turn 1 and 2 and see what happens, and you just cruise down the inside, putt on through, and off you go?
Oh, it depends on my grid, really. If I'm off the front, I just have to beat them all into turn 1 and 2. Yeah.
You're right, Books. There's some real good groups there as well. Look, you get to see 1, 2, and 3 all there as well. Why wouldn't they be? There'd be North Islands, and like Samuel said, I think it's dropped down to just under 80 cars, 79 in total. But hey, you're going to be there, mate, and bring it on, I reckon, Just see what happens, see how it all unfolds.
Yeah, I reckon. Yep. So, no, it should be good.
How's the season been tracking so far for you?
Not too bad. I started a little late, just trying to get the new car finished off. But yeah, that charity one was my first. Oh no, sorry, I did the GP a couple of weeks before that charity. That was the first meeting for the new car, but that went all right. Qualified for that. So then I qualified for the charity one as well, obviously, but that didn't go to the plan. And also qualified for New Zealand. So qualifying's been good for me this year so far. I just need a bit more luck in the finals.
Mate, talking of luck, you guys really gave it your all for Stratford. We're sitting in amongst the Stratford fans and everyone that's around that track, and even sitting there with the president of the track as well. She was just down there in front of us. We're in amongst the Stratford Scrapper fans. Mate, you didn't leave much out there on the track. You pretty well gave it to everyone in front of you, Just hammered them.
Yeah, no, it was good. I'd finally make it into that top tier. I haven't made it in there before. I've been second tier a few times, but yeah, to get in that top tier was pretty awesome. It was just everyone's cars were all a bit damaged to try and get on that podium, but that would have been awesome. But yeah, it was all good. Good weekend for us.
Your fans are proud. Yeah, Kim and all they were just jumping up with joy, when they seen this go. And they're like, it was good. It was really good because you got a lot of staunch fans. Sorry, Books.
I just going to say, how have you found the new car? Because it's a new Rees you've got this year, is it?
Yep, yeah, there's a new Rees. We got it about halfway through last season, but it was not quite finished off, and we had to transfer all the motor and everything over. So we decided to leave it for the off season. Otherwise, it was going to be a big few weeks rushing around trying to swap everything over and get everything mounted. So left it for the off season. But yeah, no, it's going all right. Yeah, haven't had any issues with it. So no, Pete and Asher always build a good car. So yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, mate.
Hey, I'll just quickly sneak in and say hi because I haven't said a few hellos to a few of our viewers tonight. Moti Goodley, Richard and Trudy always watching. Jacob Buckroll, Larson Whitaker, Riley William, Wayne Alton, Ams, Brad Wright. That's all good, bro. Connor Auckland, Richie Mason, Aaron Ferguson, Andrew McHugh, Scott Honeybone, Kerry Russ, Speedway Racer, Evan Thomason, always up the V. Flynn Ashton, we caught up with that young little bugger last night. What else we got here? Who else we got, mate? Mark Goodman, Dwayne Mordihu, Jacob Buckwell. Yeah, they're Easter, bro. You're going to be definitely come for Easter. That's talking to Blair, so he'll maybe down there. Regan O'Brien's watching. John Van Roonhoven. Flying Dutchman's Karuga colours. Yeah, that was cool back in the day. Clark Proctor colours when we asked them.
Yeah,
there's
a few people commenting on that stuff. Murray reckons Hamish needs to enter Miani for Easter.
I don't know. Possibly. Well, I'll see how this weekend goes if I got too much to fix or not.
So last year's North Islands, the North Islands last year, they were at
Stratford last year.
They were. So you got on the podium at your home track. How'd you find that last year? How hard was that, mate?
Oh, it was busy, but no, it was pretty cool to get on the podium, mate. Yeah, especially at the home track. I feel Stratford's quite a good leveler track. Some of the horse cars with a higher horsepower struggle a little bit, so it evens everyone out. And yeah, no, it was good.
So you're hoping to get 2 more steps this year, eh, mate?
Yeah, definitely. That's the plan.
That's cool.
It's just one of those. It's one of those tracks, Rotorua. Like Sam said, it's like the Coliseum with the fans around, but it really is a stock car, super stock drivers track. And I tell you, if you get through 1 and 2, lucky enough, you get through 3 because that's just as bad. And you hold on. People use the bumpers there, eh? They don't hold back, mate. They need to get in front of you.
Yeah, no, definitely not. It's I suppose you got to slow down a lot for turn 1 and 2 there. So everyone's always hard on the gas going down the start-finish straight. So there's always a few bumps off the end.
Yeah. So you get through this weekend. Say you qualify Friday, you get through to Saturday, then you do your finals. What's going to happen after that for the rest of the season, Hamish? What do you do? Just see how it happens, or just see how busy you are, or any damage? Assess all of that type of stuff.
Yeah, see what happens. I haven't really made any plans for Easter weekend yet, so yeah, see how this weekend goes. But 6th of April we've got Taranaki Champs here, so that's the other main one I want to do. I've never won that before, so need to get that one on the trophy cabinet at some stage. But so yeah, that's my plan so far. And after that, haven't really got anything figured out yet, so just see how that all goes. And I think Stratford might have another 2 meetings after that. Yeah, Taranaki Champs possibly. So yeah, it'd be good to get down to Wanganui again too. But I think they finish in a couple of weeks' time as well. So
what about Dad? Is Dad going to get in the car, mate? Are you going to let Dad jump behind the wheel? I suppose once he does that, he's going to get the bloody bug again, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he knows he'd feel the hits a bit more now, but no plans. It might go for a sponsors or track day or something. Should do that just to on a crew day let everyone have a go. But I think the old man's first sort of skid in it was in the paddock the other night. We were trying out the steering a bit just because I've had a few issues with that this season. But yeah.
So Stratford's not putting a team forward for Auckland?
No, probably not. I don't think. A few lower numbers really this year. So obviously we had the couple of out of town guys coming for Palmy. So yeah.
Oh, hey, okay, mate, cool. Look, well done to everyone at Stratford, by the way, because it's such a cool little track. The volunteers that work there, the committee people, really when we were there for the New Zealand Modifieds, it just ran smooth. And commend everyone that's involved with their club.
It was amazing
because you've had so many big meetings. You know, just elaborating on you had the stock car, you had 200 bloody cars there. I don't know where they all fitted, but you know, for a club to host X amount of big meetings this season, hats off to everyone involved at the Stratford Club.
Yeah, it has been pretty awesome, mate. They all do a hard job, and I don't think I've really heard a bad word about any of those big championships they've had. Everyone was pretty happy with the way they run. So, no, it's good for the club, eh? And I think we've got a pretty quiet year at Stratford next year, but I think possibly New Zealand Supers are coming up in the next 2 or 3 years. So that should be a good one.
I think you're the year after.
I'm going back.
I think Stratford's due not this next year, the year after. I think they're due for the New Zealand Supers.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing off the top of my head, it might be like Nelson,
Stratford, Wellington.
Is
what I believe. I tell you what, now I've said that, you watch our chat go bananas because people correct me.
Yeah, I was going to go Wellington and then Stratford.
No, I think it's Stratford.
Yeah,
Wellington.
I think you might be right there, Kins.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think it might be, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you are right. Yeah, Wellington, Stratford, yeah.
Paper, scissors, rock. No.
Yeah. We'll make decision for SNZ.
Mate, I'll be back there in bloody Stratford. I like that place. It's such a cool vibe about it.
Look, Kim Sharp just told us, mate. Nelson, Wellington, Stratford. There you go.
See, Kim's watching. Hey, Kim.
Everybody knows. Not letting get anything wrong on this show, mate. I tell you, we get told off.
She's already working on it. Hamish, hey mate, good luck representing the S. We'll catch up with you on Friday at Rotas. Safe travels to you and the team and the crew and the family. And yeah, bro, we'll catch up with you soon. Thanks for joining us, eh?
Yep, sweet as. Thank you.
Thanks, Hamish.
Yes.
Cheers, mate.
All good. See ya.
Hopefully, Jamie, his camera will come back on in a sec. So, Jamie, if you can hear us, I don't know if you got your camera turned off or what's going on there. Looks like he's trying to do something there. He might have to exit and come back in, but we can talk while we wait to see his face pop up. So we got there, kids. Oh, there we go. There's the poster for the Hamilton Asphalt's. Isn't that cool that the Hamilton Asphalt's man was the man driving in the Celebrity Challenge?
Yeah.
You know, it just shows you how good things flow onto Speedway from people. You know, that's what we always say, like with our show and doing our interviews in the pits with people. We hope that people maybe see us doing that and they say, hey, how do I get involved in that? And maybe I can, well, that car looks cool. I want to be involved with that car or something like that, you know. And that's what we hope, isn't it, mate, that we can maybe put some people in the right direction. So, yeah. But while we're waiting for Jamie to turn back up, mate, you got anything you want to add there? Or?
Yeah. Simon Clark, we talked a bit about retro cars, liveries. He put in there maybe Dolly Stan Hickey's car as well.
Yep.
Scott Honeybone, the late Wayne Wilding green livery. That would be cool.
Yep.
Scott's also going up the 9G Jamie Hamilton. Who else we got here? Anyone else running cars? Who else? Tyler Ingram, Pinnacle Rawiri.
Jessica Hemi. Jamie, how can you build Superstocks and not be able to use your camera? You can hear him. He's back now, though. I can see him. he's getting shit already. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, how you going?
Good, mate.
So, what's the story? Jessica's just said you can't use your camera, but you can build Superstocks.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm useless with stuff like that. That's why I have her. She can help me with all that stuff, but she's not here.
It's awesome.
So what's the deal, mate? You're the defending champ for the North Islands. Back in your car, but got father-in-law's engine.
Yeah, well, luckily, because I wasn't actually going to do, because obviously I had an issue with the engine I was using back at Gisborne, so I wasn't actually going to do the North Island Champs. And Wayne had originally said that I could use his engine to do, well, his car or his engine to do Auckland teams. But he came down from his office the other day and said, oh, why don't you just pull it out now and put it in for the North Islands? And I was thinking, oh, fuck, should I do that? And it kind of just planted the seed. We got into it. So, yeah.
Well, you had a good run at Rotas, though, mate. You just, you know, the last run at Rotas was pretty spectacular, so you must be feeling a bit confident going in there.
Yeah, you can never feel too confident going to that track, though, can you? Because you got to get your lucky every race to get around that first corner, and then it's easy after. Well, not easy, but you know, feels like easy after that. But yeah, you can never feel too confident going there because it can bite you for sure.
Yeah, Jessica's just said he definitely got it done for this interview. So
people saying about your haircut.
Yeah, you get a haircut, mate.
You're copping a bit of crap already, mate. That's a bit unfair, eh? Yeah. You just got here.
Pretty rough. Joshua Patterson, nice haircut, Jamie.
Where is he? He's meant to be here helping me tonight, get my car ready.
Oh, see?
Josh.
Hey, sitting back watching, hey. It's hard to get good help, eh, mate, at times. Hey?
It is.
Hey, so how's everything else going for you at the moment, Jamie? Like the trailer side of it? You're building trailers still and everything's still going good for you, mate?
Yeah, still really busy with work. That was part of the reason why I was kind of keen to have a few meetings off just to try catch up because it's been pretty hectic with racing lately and just trying to keep up with work. But yeah, I'm sort of on top of things at the moment. So yeah, it's all going pretty good. I'm happy as.
Cool.
Awesome, mate.
Apparently Stratford may have the New Zealand Superstock GP next season. So well, we'll see what happens. Jake Bucker will say good evening, Mr. Hamilton. Hey horse, Ross Ashby's watching. Big Dane White here with the beach hop over there.
So, so you're just saying before that you're going to be doing Auckland teams as well there. So you got your hand back up for the Giants for Auckland, yeah?
Yeah. So I've got my, as long as my car's still good after this weekend, I'll be putting my name forward for that again. So, yeah, that'll be cool. That was one thing I really did want I did want to get back up and running for, whether it was going to be in my car or not, because obviously the Giants is pretty stacked at the moment, even with our development team and all of that. So you got to, I think if you slipped out of there, you might not get back. So
Yeah.
Put my hand up.
Yeah, cool. So, and what else is on the agenda for you guys this year? You're going to be going back on, is it same weekend as Peterborough, isn't it? The big double meeting at Gizzy for your final points meeting for you guys there as well.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I haven't really made any plans for. I'm doing this meeting, and Auckland teams is the only ones I've really planned at the moment. I don't really want to race too much with Wayne's engine. Like I've already down one engine, so I want to push my luck with another one. But I think Wayne's going to have a few skids in my car. Obviously, he's got a broken rib at the moment, so once that heals up, he's going to hopefully we'll get him in there for a couple of goes. It'll be cool to see what he thinks of it. I had to go in his car last weekend at Palmy, so yeah, that was cool.
And what was that? What was your thoughts on that in comparison to yours, mate?
Yeah, it was good. It just felt exactly like what my old QTR felt like last season. There was lots of similarities, so yeah, no, it felt good. It was quite nice to drive. We didn't get a very good track though, because there was a few other championships on. There was, I think it was like mini sprints and all that. So we got a lot of the water for our races, but that was still fun. Good, yeah.
Mate, Rotorua always turns it out. Look, I think pretty well Sam clarified what 79, a couple of drivers dropped out from the 80 that was expected. But you know, Rotors, mate, you won the 240s there, and you'll just do what you need to do, get around there and qualify first and foremost on the Friday, especially being the defending North Island champ.
Yeah, and I think I've got a couple of quick cars in my group as well, so it should be some pretty good racing just straight away on the qualifying. So yeah, it'll be good. It won't be easy, but give it a good go.
So which group is Jamie and Kim?
There is yellow group. Yellow group. You got Asher, Chad, Blake. Oh, hell yeah.
It does say 1NZG on Asher's car, bro.
Yeah.
Is that right, Ivan? I'll have to make a phone call tomorrow now and confirm all that.
There's a lot of talk around that.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of talk. It's just one of those things.
I do think, though, looking at the groups, they're all pretty even. What do you think, Jamie, about that? Have you had a good look at all the groups, mate? They look pretty even across the board, don't they?
Yeah, it's pretty easy for the groups to be even these days, though, isn't it? Because there's quite a lot of fast cars now. Not like it used to be, sort of half and half, but yeah. So yeah, it's pretty even.
Oh, got a tough one, mate. Well, hey. Are you the only one in the workshop? No one else here helping you? I know Josh ain't. He's too busy talking about your haircut.
Yeah, he was meant to be.
So who else is it? Are you just the only sole person working there or what?
Yeah, well, Wayne's up in Auckland, so he's not here helping. And his crew guy, Dion, had just been here for a bit helping me out, but he's just gone home. Because he'll start earlier than me in the morning, so he better go home to bed. But yeah, it's just me left. I just got to get a few jobs, because obviously we just swapped the motor over, so we just had it running before. A couple of little jobs doing, and hopefully load up tomorrow. We'll get up early Friday.
Don't worry about that. That's just he's got some moth flying around.
At the moment today, man.
You've got moths flying around and attacked as well. How's young Jet, mate? How's the little fella?
Yeah, he's really good, eh? He's pretty full on these days. He's been going to daycare and stuff like that, so that's given us a bit of a break. But Jess has had to look after him a bit this week, because obviously with the push to get the car ready, so he'll be causing havoc for her back at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good.
All right, mate. Well, you get through this weekend. Obviously, you got the team's nets up in Auckland coming up. Will you, if the car's all in one piece, will you try make an Easter appearance somewhere?
Yeah, whether I do or Wayne does, depending on how he feels. But yeah, I'd say we'll probably go somewhere at Easter, is the plan.
And does a young fella love the Speedway, mate?
Yeah, he does. He does love it. Yeah. Even when he comes down to the workshop here, he loves sitting in the cars and grabbing some tools and stuff. So yeah, he does like it.
Oh, that's cool.
Inevitable, eh? It's inevitable. Yeah. It's inevitable.
Yeah, he's coming with us this weekend. It's been a while since we haven't taken him on one of the big trips for a while, like a 2-day meeting, just us, because Rachel and Wayne are up in Auckland. So they won't be there to help us out. So we'll have to see how he goes, the long trip in the car, and just us having to deal with him as well as trying to race. So see how he goes.
He'll be right. He'll be loving it, mate. He'll be loving it.
Look,
Keep Jess
Jacob.
busy.
Yeah, Jess will be there. Look, Jacob Buckle, come to Miami for Easter. Jake's watching.
Yeah, I'm not sure where we'll go. If Wayne's racing, I'd say he'd probably want to go to Palmy, but yeah, work it out at the time.
So many big meetings at Easter time in there nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody makes it their final finale for the year, I suppose. But yeah, well, Miani's got that plus Autumn Nats, which is awesome. That's coming back strong, so that's pretty cool that Miani's doing that as well. So
Off season, Jamie. What happens off season, mate? Just spending time with the little fellow, or you're busy building trailers, or do you get out and do something completely different? Do you go mountain bike riding, or I don't know, kayaking, fishing? What do you do?
I used to do all that fun stuff on the off season, but not these days. I don't want to think about the off season. I know how much work I've got to do. Yeah, I've got I definitely have a car to build, whether I've got two to build, and obviously I've got lots of trailers and got a truck project I'm doing for myself as well for transporting the car. So yeah, I've got plenty on. And me and Jess are in the plannings, mostly Jess at the moment, of having a wedding in the off season too.
Oh, finally someone said off season wedding. Oh, you people out there, take note.
Oh, you didn't want to have it during the race season, mate.
Nah, it doesn't work very well, does
it? Seem to be the common trend this bloody year. Hey, it's a season anyway, this season. Right, hey, anything's possible. Look, and dare I say it, I don't want to put the commentator's curse on this, but there's this thing that's been touted around this season. It's this back-to-back thing. So who knows? Anything's possible this weekend, mate. Anything is possible.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, see how we go. Anything could happen, I guess. Could be all over in the first lap, or we might be there at the end. Who knows?
Wow, hey.
Well, and it pays to note too, Kins, that like he said, he's got trailers to build and cars to build. Are you still a one-man band there by yourself, Jamie?
Yeah, I am. Some of Wayne's work at Dion, he helps me out every now and then, and got a couple other guys that come and help me just for bits and pieces, but yeah, mainly it's just me.
So that's a big note to make, you know, when you got two cars to build plus trailers by yourself, that's a big off season just in that. So I take it will be Jess organising the wedding, mate. You just have to go, yes, dear.
You just have to listen, eh? You just have to listen, mate. Hey. Yeah. She wears the pants, so we know how it works, mate. We know how it bloody
for
works.
that job anyway.
Yes, I'm in that same boat as you, Jamie. The wife wears the pants in the relationship.
Yeah. Kids will stand there and salute too. Who get told what to do.
Yeah. When she tells me to jump, I bloody jump. It's just a case of how high. No, it's all right, mate. Hey, it's good to have a laugh and share a bit of fun with you. Take a bit of break from working on your car. Look, safe travels out to you, Jess, and the family and the crew. And good luck defending the North Islands at the Hamilton Asphalt New Zealand Superstock Championships, qualifying Friday, racing on Saturday as well. And yeah, mate, thanks for chatting. And I'll tell you what, you're real comfortable. It's been bloody awesome.
Yeah.
It's been
Not
fun.
too awkward, eh?
Nah, you're a good as. Cheers, Jamie.
All
good
right.
luck, eh?
Thanks, mate. See you on the weekend.
See you on the weekend.
See you on the weekend.
Bye.
Cheers.
Good go.
Okay.
He's all ready to go in. They're nice and relaxed, and it's good to see someone finally getting married in the off-season, kids, rather than during the season. But it's all go this weekend, mate. Paradise Valley, Hamilton Asphalt's North Island Superstock Championship. Only place to watch it if you can't make it there is the Pits TV, Pits Media. Jason, the team will bring you a spectacular stream if you can't make it there. But nothing beats sitting your bum on the seat, and there you go. And remember, there are the ones that pop up that are eyes. If you see anything on our page, it is a lie. We don't put links up. We tell you it's www.thepitstv.co.nz. If you want to make life easy for yourself, go there, download the app, and then you can never get it wrong, Akins.
Oh, exactly. It's a bloody brilliant app as well. Look, that's a wrap on the show for tonight. It's been fun, actually, from the start there, catching with Blair Uhlenberg winning the successful stampede down there in Nelson. That young man has luck on his side, you know, and watch him at the North Islands as well. Good to catch you with Sam Ashton, promoter for the Track TWS Paradise Valley, to break it all down and just shared the good time with the Rascals winning the New Zealand stock cars, and also that time he spent in helping out with the mini stocks as well. Good to catch you with Hamish Booker and talk to him. Of course, one of the, he was third overall last season.
Hamish was third, yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't catch up with our friend who was second, just too busy, but we'll catch up with him at the track.
Definitely talked to him on Friday, so yeah.
And the winner, Jamie, we just caught up with as well. So it was cool, mate. It was bloody cool. Good fun.
Been a fun night. I've been attacked by big bugs and everything.
have you got the bloody thing yet or what?
Well, I can't see anything else flying around. I've just about used a whole can of Mortine, I can tell you. Hey, but if you get a chance, people, jump on that cal.sensi.co.nz and have a look at that, and show your wives and your girlfriends and your partners, because that's something to get behind. She does some fantastic stuff, all sorts of different things. We'll go into it more at depth during the week or next time you see us live, but yeah, definitely check them out. And thanks to all the sponsors that sponsor us and look after us here at Kokpit Media, and all the sponsors out there that look after all the drivers out there, no matter what class they're in, and tracks. A big thumbs up to you all. I think that's us for the Nightkins.
Yeah, just looking at their website, inspired by the films that started it all. So all of the stuff from warmers to wax to diffusers and oils, fan purifiers, pods, unplug, laundry, clean, body, kids, collection. You talked about the Marvel hero stuff, filling your life with fragrances, getting ready for the warmer of the quarter, everything you really want to know, ladies and men. There's everything there as well, so you can join the club.
Ladies and men and lady men.
Look, they can have host shops, join sorts of things. Yeah, like you said, the website.
Go check it out, have a look. Takes you 5 minutes to go there and have a look, doesn't it?
Exactly. Hold on. Let's see if I can have it to
Ken's going to quickly bring it up. I can see it. Look, there we go. Look at that.
There you go.
There's Cal's site.
There it is.
Easy. You got all sorts of stuff. Look, Harry Potter stuff, everything. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So just get behind them. These people are the people they're not normally. It doesn't look like a Speedway thing, but they're there supporting Speedway. So it's worth supporting them. And I don't know, people's girlfriends and wives and whatever love that sort of stuff. So yeah, have a look, people. But new Wednesday night sponsor, Mortine Fast Action Fly Spray. Thanks, Wayne. Yeah. Stop the bugs from attacking you while you're filming.
Exactly. We'll look forward to catching you.
Yeah.
We'll catch up with you, Wayne, at the track in Blake Speedway as well, and everyone else that's going to be there at the North Island. Safe travels to all drivers, and we'll see you down there as well. And yeah, I think that's a wrap. I think that's a wrap for us here on the Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by GARAGE16. All I'm going to say is, hi-de hi.
Hi-de hi. Okay, people, thank you for tuning in. Have a great night. See yous. Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot now.